honestly couldn't believe how many husbands cheat on their wives.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, a lot. But a lot of husbands cheat on their wives with their wives' friends.
Yowza.
It is very odd if you see a celebrity only chatting with celebrities. That's all they prefer to hang out with. They only want to be seen eating a salad with them. They're doing like that whole PR thing. They're only dating other celebrities. Their dad, their mom, their whoever, their managers hooking them up with celebrities. And I know for a fact a couple.
Right.
And the girl is nice. Well, she's not a girl. The woman is nice enough that I wouldn't put her business on blast.
Right.
But you know.
Right.
Would your man, your longtime partner, the father of your child that we love, Amara, who's about to be 3 years old, would your man Tone cheat on you with any of your friends?
No.
With any of his friends?
No.
Anyone?
No.
A stranger?
I don't think so.
Okay, wait. Why the hesitation? The think so made me a little
now
anxious.
that I think about it, what if, and I'm not saying he's going to, you just get put in the situation. Like you hear about people's relationships are in relationship for so long. They're doing great. All of a sudden they go to work every day and then something happens and an affair happens at work.
I don't think affairs happen just like that. I think it's a buildup. I think there are red flags leading up to the sleaziness. And what I mean by that, it's a little, eye blinking going on. There's a, hey, I'm going to lunch. You want me to pick anything up for you?
Oh, that's obvious. But what if it builds as like a friendship? Like
that's my point. It builds.
But it's not like,
but like, hey, Tone, I'm going to go get food. Do you want food?
You almost have to think they're kind of cute or kind of like you're trying to flirt with them, but not really. Like,
well, according to cheaters, they always blame the person that they're cheating on as being inadequate in the relationship. That's what we see all the time. That's what we hear all the time. That,
like, they're looking for something.
If you were giving me more sex, if you were giving me more attention, if you weren't, going after your career, if you weren't this, there's always an excuse for a cheater to cheat. So they blame the person they cheated on as the reason why they've cheated. So anyways, I honestly couldn't believe how many husbands cheat on their wives.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, a lot. But a lot of husbands cheat on their wives with their wives' friends.
Yowza.
And so BuzzFeed published a story about this trend. It's been happening. It's being covered all over TikTok. People have been sharing their stories of being in this exact same situation where their husband cheated on them with their friends. So much so that the husbands would leave the wives, go be with the friend that they cheated on and start a whole brand new family.
Wow.
I know, it's really ballsy, man. It's pretty scandalous. So anyways, I saw this general social survey and over 21% of men were unfaithful. Surprise, surprise. I'm not surprised at all. I actually think that number should be substantially higher. And they're unfaithful to their wives. Now, of that percentage of men who are sleazy, over 50% of those men admitted that they cheated with someone that they knew well, like a close friend, like their wife's friend or whatever. So the question is, what are some red flags that your husband is going to snake you with your friend?
I don't have a husband.
Okay, come on. You don't have to take it there. Your longtime partner, Katrina, don't do this today, baby. Don't do it.
Oh, no, man. I have no idea.
Okay, so let me ask you, do you think Tone would sleep with any of your friends?
No, I do not think he will cheat on me. Now, if I did think he would cheat on me, then I would be living my life a whole nother way.
How would you be living it?
I'd be trying to track him. I'd be all up on him.
But you do. You've said on previous Nessa off-air episodes that you have been wanting him to share his location with you on his phone, and he has not done that. So, yes, so there are some concerning things.
But right now, it's only because I want to make sure that his well-being is okay.
Yeah, he's safe.
And that he's safe. Right. And that literally is the intent behind me asking to track him or asking for him to share his location. Now, if for some reason I start feeling a little unsure of our relationship.
I was going to say, what is the S? Why did you? Yeah, there's a plural relationships.
Then maybe that could be a reason why I would want, to know his location, but I don't.
So let me ask you, listen, every relationship, there are rough patches, especially when you have a kid, especially when you've been with someone for 10 years plus.
Right.
Hell, 2 years, 2 months, right?
Yeah.
You go through things. So
2
you're
months.
saying if you're going through a rough patch in your
Yeah.
relationship, that would automatically trigger you being concerned that he would cheat on you.
No, it would have to be him acting sneaky. Like, I
Okay.
don't think, for me, I trust him enough that I don't think he's just going to cheat on me if we're going through a rough patch, if
Got
things
it,
are
got
going
it.
bad.
Yeah.
I really, truly believe that we would sooner break up than he would cheat on me. And I would think that's the case because I think cheating is just, it's not nice.
It's like we're grown.
Yeah.
Like
it's
you're
we're grown.
cheating.
Like, bro, if you don't want to be with me or if you want to find something else with someone else, that's not cool, but let's have that conversation versus you stepping around behind my back.
Got it. Okay, so do you have friends that you 1,000 gazillion% trust around Tone?
Yeah, because I trust Tone, I also trust my friends. Everyone that's my friend, I trust around
100%.
Tone. Yeah.
Who would you trust butt naked around Tone?
Why would they have to be butt naked around him?
He accidentally walked into the bathroom. They're, using
all my
it.
friends.
Butt naked.
Butt naked, sure.
It's sweltering hot in New York.
But don't be butt naked around him. But yeah.
But
butt
meaning
naked.
it's sweltering hot. Everyone's butt naked.
I got no problem with it. I have a question. Okay, let's say Tone and I break up.
Don't do this. I don't like this
Let's say
energy.
Tone and I break up because we're not going to, but let's say we do.
I don't like this.
Whose friend would you continue being? Like, we
would be both.
we both have an event. We're both having a birthday party on the same day, and it's very important. First of all, you don't come to birthday parties, but
Come on, just dig in more.
you don't
tell me I'm a bad friend.
Okay, but
get in line.
But if we did, you had to pick. This is what I find out. Like friends, when
Okay, let me ask you-
when couple friends break up, they
You
have
have to
to
pick a
choose
side?
whose friend they're going to continue
Okay,
to be,
I
and
think-
somebody falls off.
I'm gonna go wherever Amar is at. So if Amar is with you, I'm rolling with you. If Amar is with Tone, I'm gonna
Okay,
go.
let's say this is pre-Amara. Pre-Amara, he and I,
How long have I known you?
and we all hang out, right? Current. So
Okay.
right before 2020.
I gotta ride with you, Katrina. I gotta ride with you, man. I got to, because I love Tone. I do. And like that, he is truly one of my best friends. I knew him before you. I helped your relationship. I
Yeah.
actually am the seed.
Yeah, you're the
That-
matchmaker.
Absolutely.
You
The
planted
greatest
the seed.
matchmaker.
You planted the seed, definitely.
But I think that you roll with me to New York.
Yeah, baby.
You stayed down for me in really
I
hard
did.
times. So did Tone in different times. Okay.
He
I
did.
don't want to not take that away from him because he also rolled with Colin and I 100%. Let's
Yeah.
not, like, we cannot take that away.
Yeah.
However, me personally, on a different level, you rode out for me on a different level. So I'm sorry, Tone. I'm a traitor.
Yeah, you are.
I'm horrible. I'm disgusting. I have betrayed you. But I got to ride with Katrina in this. Doesn't mean that I'm not cool with Tone, though. Like, you're not going to make me not be cool with him.
I did. What if I said you have to pick?
I can't do that.
One of us.
'Cause then
Only.
I feel like that's malicious.
Yeah,
now,
I'm not
it
with
depends on what he did. If he dogged you out,
He
I
cheated
can't,
on me.
I can't with that.
Ooh.
Mm-mm. No, not with Amar in the picture. You know,
What
I'm
if it was like,
sensitive about
okay,
that.
what if it was a work trip, right? Me, you, and Colin have to go on a work trip because we would all go on work trips together with
Okay.
Tone, right? Okay, me and Tone broke up. Me and Colin got to go to a work trip.
And Tone's there?
No, and it's in China. Who would you pick to go? Me or Tone? By the way, Tone is Chinese.
Right.
Just because I can't speak Chinese.
You mean Mandarin or Cantonese?
Chinese is also, okay, Chinese
is that
is
like
a
the
country.
proper way to say?
You know, I've been worried about it, but I've asked before. Look who's calling me.
Who?
Tone.
He heard you talking all that trash
Tone,
about
you're
him.
on speaker on Nessa Off Air.
Do not say anything crazy.
What IKEA bag?
The blue. he's looking for Amara's hair stuff, and I texted him. It's that one plastic bin, the big IKEA bag in Amara's room, the big blue one. It should be right on top near all her toys. You see now. God, this guy's so mean. See, we were just talking about you, Tone. See,
my
I told
God.
you bye. He's so mean.
You pissed him off.
What did I do? Just
don't- you
because he
better-
can't find no hair stuff. He's not the one that does Amar's hair. That's why.
Oh, okay. Wait, we are not keeping tabs on what each other do for our kid.
Okay.
Otherwise, this is going to get very contentious on this
Just wait.
pod. We're going to start attacking everybody.
Just wait till
when
I
was
learn.
the last time you changed a diaper? When was the last time? Anyway, so
Just wait till I learn Cantonese or Mandarin. Tone is all the way
He's
out,
of here.
baby.
Tone's out of
See
here.
ya.
Here's the thing: you're Filipino.
Yeah.
And you don't know Tagalog. So
I can understand, though. If we went to the Philippines right now, I can understand. I could get us all the way by.
this is the first time you've ever been confident about this because I've asked you this before.
I can understand
I
fluently.
didn't know that you understood fluently.
I can understand fluently.
okay,
Are you
good.
kidding me?
All right, you just gained a couple points in our friendship. Like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. We'll be okay if we went to the Philippines.
Maybe now I'm Filipino enough for all the people that do Filipino things and don't invite me to it.
Who doesn't invite you to it?
I don't know. I'm not Filipino enough, apparently.
Don't say that. What does that mean? Can you explain that a little bit?
I don't know.
thoroughly?
I was just trying to.
Has anyone ever said that to you?
that I'm not Filipino? No.
Okay, so where did this concept come from and what does it mean? For someone who's watching who has no idea, they're not Filipino, they don't understand this, verbiage. What
Right.
does that mean?
I was just making a joke because, sometimes there's events and there's like Filipino events. And then either I don't go to it or I don't get invited
So you
to
opt
something.
out of it.
Not even opt out. Like I don't know about it or I don't get
Okay.
invited to it. Not that
Okay.
I need an invite to go.
I think this is a little bit of a soft
So
spot.
I just make a joke. Oh, maybe I'm not Filipino enough because I don't think people know I'm Filipino, which I don't know how.
Okay, well, I
I
don't
don't walk around with a Filipino flag on my chest, but
Well, I do think you're very proud.
I am.
And at your award ceremony for winning two
I did.
Gracies back to back when we went to the gala, actually, both times that you won, when you attended the gala, you wore a traditional Filipino outfit, right?
Yes.
Am I understanding?
Yeah,
So
it
can you
was-
explain that?
yeah, I was wearing a Filipiniana, also known as a bolero. It's this like sheer kind of I don't know how to describe it, like a jacket,
Like a crop top jacket.
a crop top jacket that women wear that has like these really pronounced shoulders.
Okay.
So that's a traditional Filipino outfit, and I wore it this year and last year. My mom got them for me for the Philippines. I asked her for them. I said, "Mom, can you please get me those because I want to wear them to events."
Do you feel hurt when you're not invited to events
No.
celebrating
I feel-
Filipino culture?
I don't feel hurt. Like I don't think people know that I would want to go to them.
I'm talking
I
about
think-
the people who do know. The people who do know you are and are having events.
not hurt. I'm just like, why wouldn't they tell me?
Yeah.
So
I know
I don't know that.
people. I know a couple people in our orbit,
Yeah, no, I know people that have done.
but I also know someone who has invited you and you constantly turn them down, always inviting you and obviously your partner Tone, because you
Ooh.
guys are in a relationship, possibly works in the music industry, possibly at a label, and has.
I did. I missed a couple Filipino events.
So I just think you should be mindful.
well,
before,
that's good though, because I'm glad that he knows that I'm Filipino
Yeah, and he
and
has
that he invites
gone
me.
out of his way
But
to invite you
I
and
know
extended
people-
the invite
This is true.
to your man because it's easy to think, oh, is this guy hitting up on me? Like he's not. He
Right.
was actually inviting you, and it was an
Tone.
open door invitation for Tone.
I do know though, people that know that I'm Filipino have done Filipino things and then have not told me or invited me or asked me to be a part of it. And then I'm like, what? I'm like, one of your Filipino friends. Why did you ask me?
Yeah, I think it gets a little interesting because we would have to have them on the show. There's one particular person that we can ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't ever invite you.
Yeah. And they do Filipino stuff. And they're not
Yes.
Filipino.
No, this person is.
Oh, well, if we're talking about the same person, we're not even on the same area.
Yeah, I mean, still, they do things in New York City.
I don't know. We'll have to sidebar later.
Yeah, we'll have to sidebar. It makes me wonder if they're the op.
What?
Are they hating on you?
Text me who you're talking about.
Hold on.
I think I have an idea.
You know who I'm talking about.
I do. That's what I thought. No, that person does invite me to stuff.
Does?
Mhm.
Oh, well, then who are you talking about? Who are you getting me riled up about? But he's
Not Filipino,
right.
but did a campaign with Filipinos
when?
and not me.
Was it part of a job?
Yes.
But what was the
It-
text me. I need to know this
Okay.
campaign because this is just going to add to the layer of this person and how they treat me. So this is going to get dicey right now.
Look at us. Maybe I'm too far.
Capitals, hold on, or
Maybe I'm too far.
lowercase. Let me see.
Are you working?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's hate.
And I was like, what?
Nah, that's hate.
Right?
Why didn't you tell me this?
But maybe I'm not like in front of the camera person. And you know what?
Are you kidding me? I bet you everyone that this person decided to put in the campaign, you have a bigger following than.
But my IG's
Pull 'em
not
up.
been as popping.
Pull them up. I guarantee you.
I don't
your
even remember.
IG.
I just
Did
know
they
one
win
person.
2 Gracies back to back?
No,
Are
they
they
didn't.
in Market 1 in New York
No, they're
City
not.
producing a #1 radio show
No.
and producing
No.
a nationally syndicated show
No,
that
they're
you won
not.
2 Gracies for?
They're not.
And being behind the mic on Nessa Off Air
not.
that we started from
Do
the
you
ground
want
up?
me to be mad?
Yo, don't piss me off right now because I am about that smoke.
Okay. So in case you were curious,
Oh, there.
I am,
Hey, when did this happen?
I am Filipino, okay?
Wait, hold on. When did they do this event?
Let me look.
Like recent?
Recent enough. Like recent is within 5 years. It's probably within
Oh,
3. It was probably within 3.
That's hate. That's such
yeah,
hate.
it's close.
That's hate.
And I remember looking.
That's some
I was
hater
like,
ass.
You know what
that's
though? I
hater.
don't cook, but it's not cooking stuff.
It's not about cooking
But I can do some.
or putting a sewing or whatever else. You're not like out here drinking, popping bottles on your Instagram. It's not about that. It's the fact that you have a presence. You are proud of your heritage.
I am.
And there was a campaign that you could have supported because you're proud of your heritage.
I am.
And this person was doing a job and they could have put you on
Right.
to support
Right.
and to unify, and they
Right.
did it.
This was a very, very much omission. Other people that don't know that I'm Filipino,
No,
I
this
get
person
it.
knows
This person
you.
knows me
And knows.
and knows I could have done something for this.
I wish you would have told me.
Why?
I wish you would have told me because it would have
you know
shown.
what?
You know what? It would have been a red flag to show that this person is on some real hater stuff,
Yeah, I remember telling.
and you know that.
I remember telling Tone, I was like, bro, why didn't they? And maybe it's location.
It doesn't matter location. There's campaigns all over the country. You could go to it. You can travel, right? You get on planes. You get in cars.
Yeah.
Do you get on trains?
I do.
Okay, then. So anyhow,
Anywho, now that I've gotten Nessa all the way riled up, yes, I'm Filipino, and no, I don't think Tone's gonna cheat on me.
right?
But speaking of friends, Miley Cyrus actually spoke out recently. Did you see that?
Right. Yes, she did. She was talking about celebrity friends, whether or
Yes.
not she has it. So, okay, so let's talk about this because I think this is interesting for Miley Cyrus, who is a pop star. We also saw her grow as an actress early on in her career.
Hannah Montana.
Absolutely. And so she was having this conversation with David Letterman, and she was talking about celebrity friends, basically saying that she is not very active or very active part of her community of other artists and entertainers and celebrities. She said it just doesn't feel like, that's her people when she's in the room with other celebrities.
Right.
I think that's a great sign
Yes.
that Miley Cyrus is on the right track. I honestly do, because most of the time when you see celebrities, and this is the case, let's be honest,
Right.
most celebrities that hang out with only celebrities, I'm sure someone's gonna be like, that's not true for everybody, but
Right.
99% of the time they're delusional in life.
Right.
You know why? Because they're all gassing each other up, putting batteries in each other, like they're a better than, they're above than, nobody understands us. Look, there might be certain things about a celebrity's life
Right.
that, somebody who's not a celebrity may not understand.
Right.
Right? Or who's somebody who's not as financially as successful as a celebrity may not understand the tax bracket breakdowns and
Right,
all
right,
these.
right.
Sure, maybe. But I just think there is an aura around celebrities in general. And then when they get with other celebrities, it's like, it's like, it's weird if all you hang around are celebrities.
Right.
It is weird.
You know what, too? I think sometimes people can see through these relationships as people just wanting to be around people that are hot. Like Miley's probably doesn't want to just kick it with celebrities because it's like they're not really her friends.
Right.
What does she get? What is like?
I agree.
Why is she hanging out with them?
I agree.
But then some celebs or other people in general, let me not just pin it to celebs, just want to be around celebs for the clout.
Right. Well, and okay, so let's just unpack that a little bit, right?
Right.
So are we going to talk about right now celebrities that only hang out with other celebrities for clout? Fine. Let's go ahead and give our take on that. I think that's whack.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I think is a lot of the industry.
Right. And
I'll take it a step further. You don't even have to be a celebrity to be clout chasing like
right.
that.
You don't do that. Because
No.
I know there's so many times where
No.
people in your position, because you actually can be friends
Sure.
with a lot of the artists that come by,
Sure.
and you don't unless you really feel like, hey,
There's
maybe
a
I
connection.
can
Right.
potentially this can become a real friendship.
I can
But
be
you also don't
honest
press it.
about people. We could take a timeline of my career, 19 years, close to 20 years, right? I could go in a timeline of people that I have had what I would consider friendships,
Right.
or at least a colleague in the game,
Right.
or something like that. It's very like less on one hand,
Right.
if that, right?
And then who do you actually now consider not just colleagues in the game? Like how many people that you've interviewed do you feel have become your friends? Like 2 people?
Yeah, like 2 people.
Yeah. And I know which 2.
And you know which 2.
I know which
and I
2.
think it's very clear.
Oh, maybe 3.
Who's the third?
From back in the day, from San Francisco.
It's one of those things, especially over the years. We're talking about 19, 20 years, right? I have seen people at different stages of their life. So I would say, I hope everybody, no matter I knew them a little bit, if we had a great friendship from before, or we're just, we lose touch or whatever.
Right.
I hope everybody's doing well.
Yeah.
Like as you get older and wiser, you realize I just hope people are doing well.
Yeah, and you could still hope well for people. You
and
can
not
maybe
be in their orbit.
Right. And you can maybe even check in every now and then, but you don't have to. Like,
right. Well, give me the goddamn fan. Like, and it's not because I think I'm more aggressive right now because I'm so hot.
If you're
because,
hot,
like,
I got you mad.
Right. They are people that I actively check on and make sure they are okay.
Right.
Doesn't mean I talk to everybody every single day. Might not even see them twice a year.
Right.
But I actively care. If they called on me right now, said XYZ, boom, XYZ is done.
Right.
And that's that. And that's in 20 years.
Right.
And what I love about the connections, especially like people that I'm close to, there is no high expectation that I am emotionally going to be invested.
Right.
In that way, meaning we all got kids.
Right.
We do.
Yeah.
We all got lives. We're busy. We're literally busy. So when I see you, we pick up where we left off is good.
That's the best kind of friendships.
Absolutely. There's no pressure.
Pick up where we left off.
There's no pressure. There's no unrealistic expectation. And, I always thought this. Tell me your thoughts on this. If it's hard for you to be friends with people who don't have kids.
No, it's not. Because you know what? The friends that I do have that don't have kids, they understand and have evolved with me.
I agree.
As a friend that has kids.
I agree. I don't think everyone. But
they'll still, not everyone, but the ones that I still currently have, they'll hit me. They'll be like, hey, can you come through?
Yeah, I
not
think
sure
I was
if
a great
Amara's
friend like
available. Or not sure if you want to bring Amara, or this is not an Amara thing, or if Tone can watch Amara, one of you guys should pop out.
But I think I was one of those friends.
Yeah.
Because I'm already emotionally detached in many ways. So it was not a big deal. Hey, I know you got a kid. Cool. Call me when you want to get food. Right. It's very, you downtown? You bought a crib? Let's go get some food.
Right.
Oh, not, I'm good. I'm not coming up there. You know what I mean? Like it's very like low lift.
Yeah.
But if you need me for anything, like life, important event, I'll show up.
Right.
And I think that's honestly, not everybody can handle a friendship like that. And that's okay. I totally get it. But I think for me, I've realized over the years, that's where like I shine. I'll help you out during tough times, but like it's hard for me to continue with the emotional labor past that because I got a lot of things going on that is taking a toll on me. But I do have to set boundaries.
But it took you a while to get that, right?
For sure.
That people,
maybe just a couple years ago.
Just this year, that people aren't necessarily going to meet you and
where I'm at in my life
and understand you where you're at in your life. It's not even that they have to meet you. They just have to understand where you're at.
But I also think it's okay that what I have to offer is not enough.
Yeah.
And I don't take that personal.
Right.
Oh man, I wish it was different. But I'm okay with that because you deserve a different kind of fulfillment I can't give you. And it's like a relationship.
Right.
Oh, you want an open relationship? You want to do that? That's not for me. I can't do that. Right. Like you just know what you're capable of doing. And that even family dynamics.
Right.
And it makes it harder because it is family. But that's why it's important to learn how to set boundaries.
And it's also when you find people that can respect your boundaries.
Right.
Then you're good.
Yeah,
like
it's hard to find.
All my friends, not all my friends, obviously, the friends that I can pick up right where we left off at are people that know what my life is about. know what I
what you have
know, what
time
I can
for.
offer, what I have to offer,
Yeah.
and also I know what they have to offer. Like
Right.
we all understand where we're at, and we're all at different points in our lives.
All that to say we're not delusional friends.
We're not
right?
delusional friends.
But I think Miley has a point. So now let's talk about the celebrities that, you know, aren't hanging out with just celebrities because of clout. That's just only who is in their orbit. I think they tend to be delusional.
Yeah.
I'm talking about only. They
Remember-
prefer celebrity friends. They hang out with celebrity friends. They only chat with celebrity friends. Bro, that's too much. You gotta
Dude.
have like regular friends.
Dude, remember? Okay, I think in our past episode we talked about how you hosted at the iHeart Radio Music Festival back
Right.
when you were at iHeart.
Back in the day. This
Back
is years
in the day.
ago.
This is years ago.
At least
over
10
years
ago.
Over 10 years.
Yeah, over 10 years ago.
I remember we were walking around backstage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the artists that was supposed to perform, they were back there. There's a bunch of them back there. And then she came up to us because you had been friendly with them earlier in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, hey, so what are you guys doing? You guys want to hang out? What are you guys doing?
Yes.
Can we just roll with you guys? And I was like, sure. And you could tell everyone that was with her was like, all right. So you looked at me and I was like, I don't know.
And we're really nice. So
And
we're like,
we're
okay.
nice. Yeah. So we walked over to like this one backstage area. I was like, yeah, we could go here. But all that to say, anyone else that would have been approached by a celebrity at the time, like, oh, let's hang out, probably would have really loved the
relish in that
clout of
moment.
it. Yeah.
Right.
But we were like so taken aback. But you can tell that she probably, I don't know, maybe she just likes to have fun and
Yeah.
remembered us from earlier.
Yeah.
Or maybe she thought we were going to help her get into some cloudy areas.
Yeah.
I have no idea. But I just remember being really taken aback because I don't know how to be friends with people that I'm not really friends with.
Well, I think there's something about, again, celebrities. I actually like the fact that maybe because she thought I was somebody, I was not anybody then.
But I think
Still
maybe
not,
too,
but
we were kind of nice. You were really nice.
yeah, and I get that. Here's the thing: and we're talking about like, think of A-listers because I feel like they do it the most.
Yeah.
Or just celebrities or really successful people that only want to hang out with people who are in their tax bracket, which
Right.
I understand. Because listen, to be honest, sometimes it gets hard to have a conversation about your daily life, going through different experiences that somebody who may not go through that
Right.
would understand, and you kind of feel alone. But I just think there should be a balance, right? Like,
Right.
I don't think you should have the friends that are draining you all the time
Right.
because of your lifestyle, because of the success you have. Okay, we're not saying that, but
Right.
it is very odd if you see a celebrity only chatting with celebrities. That's all they prefer to hang out with. They only want to be seen eating a salad with them. They're
Right.
doing like that whole PR thing. They're
Right.
only dating other celebrities, their dad, their mom, their whoever, their managers hooking them up with
Right.
celebrities. And I know for a fact a couple.
Right.
And
You
the
know-
girl is nice. Well, she's not a girl. The woman is nice enough that I wouldn't put her business on blast.
Right.
But you know.
Right.
And like, here's the thing that I love about you and I, Katrina, and what we're doing is that we really know the skeletons in the game. I'm not talking about harmful skeletons. Let's
Yeah.
be absolutely clear.
Right.
We definitely came after that point, I think, within the entertainment industry,
yeah,
right?
everything
Like
that's
we've
getting
never been
exposed.
around that and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Never.
We were kids hearing these, we weren't even hearing those stories. Like we weren't in it. Like
Right.
we know what you know, right?
Right.
From like the outside. But I'm talking about when we actually got into the industry, like people did a lot of things for PR and clout, like
Yeah.
to get the rumors talking about it. Their manager, their parents, could be a
Like-
momager, dadager, whoever, was helping set them up on dates with other celebrities to get the buzz going.
Like, go on this date. Now let me call a restaurant. Blah, blah. You know
Let
what
me
I
call
never
the
understood?
paparazzi. So these things are absolutely real.
Right.
It's just we never partaked in it. Another thing is like, I think like even when Colin and I, because I think people view Colin as a celebrity and
Right.
he is in his own right.
Right.
Absolutely. But I think they're always thrown off when they realize how low maintenance,
Right.
how down to earth, how regular
Uh-huh.
he is. Because to be honest, someone with the kind of success or the kind of big name attached to it, all that
Right,
comes
right.
with Colin would think that he is, he's in a different world. He doesn't do this. Oh, he wouldn't hang out with just like a regular friend that's not in the industry or who's not. Da, 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 da. Colin is the complete regular down to earth person.
That's what I never
And
understood.
all that to say, like, I can count on one finger
right.
someone who's a celebrity is friend. One.
Mm-hmm.
One. J. Cole.
Right.
And that's the only way yes, I've known J. Cole on my own through obviously my career.
Right.
I know his family.
You guys
Amazing.
both view him at different points in your lives.
Yeah, like we both, actually, it's funny. I think that is our generation, Katrina. Think about that. Like,
Yeah.
if you think about, look at Cole, look at his first song and when he was popping, it's all around the same time.
Right.
Same with me in my radio industry and
Right.
doing this. So it's all around the same time that we're all coming up,
Right.
right? So it's so funny, like Colin knew Cole on his own.
Yeah.
I knew Cole because I work in radio.
Right.
And it's very funny. You can tell the kind of person that you're dealing with by who their surroundings are. You
Right.
really can.
For sure.
So him, Colin being great friends and like, respects Cole so much is very fitting.
Yeah.
Totally fitting,
Yeah,
right?
no, it makes sense.
And they're the ones, I want to make it clear, they're more of the friends than me. I just care for the family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
But
care for him too. But I'm just saying it has grown over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if you're a celebrity or of some type of this world and that's all you got around you, who's keeping you down to earth in that way? Like, what are you doing to still be connected? And that's why you see celebrities fumble in really big situations
Mm-hmm.
because they don't have anyone around them that is just like, going to talk them off of the celebrity life.
You know what I never understood was why people continue to go to places like Nobu or places where they
Well,
know
the food's good.
Okay, but is it that good that you would want to go through the paparazzi parade
Right.
to go eat?
Well,
Like, I
here's the-
get it when people are doing it for clout, but
I
is
think
that
that's-
all it is?
I think that is.
I mean, how good is it,
okay,
Nessa?
to be
how
fair,
good is it?
It's cool. I mean, I order it online. Melissa would be upset with me because she wants me to go out to restaurants and eat. My like trusted mom friend.
Yeah.
She's like, you need to go out and eat. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna order.
But that's
it
what I'm
online.
saying. If it's that good, just order it online.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to tell you is that they want that look.
I know. So that's what I'm saying.
For a lot of people, celebrities or someone who with status in that way, they want to go to a place that's going to accommodate them. So if I had to also guess, this is
okay.
me just taking a fair stance.
That makes sense.
That they're going to go to a restaurant
Yeah.
that's going to be friendly to them.
Nessa, we just went to a restaurant that was friendly to people that want to do whatever they want to do. So it was like kind of a celeb friendly one.
It's a hot spot in New York.
Hot spot, and they let you smoke. And I was there, and we talked about it before, and it was a bit much for me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a paparazzi spot. So I think people really just go there, not necessarily for clout, but
No.
I think it could be cloudy too because you know the name. Like,
Right.
They're like, oh, this is where
Right.
I could tell people were there, but
We
if
didn't
you-
care.
Yeah.
But that's also New York energy, though.
Yeah.
I think like New York is not as like starstruck over
Celeb
celebrities.
crazy.
Like
Yeah.
LA, it's like
Yeah.
it's that in itself is a job.
right.
Here,
A
yes,
big job.
Right. You could go outside and you're gonna see somebody grabbing a bagel or a coffee.
Yeah.
You could see Leonardo DiCaprio just walking down the street.
Right.
That's just regular. Robert De Niro's all the time in Tribeca.
Cole is biking.
You see J. Cole on a bike
Yeah.
and you see people, and I'm always like, by the way, it feels like everybody runs into J. Cole. He's
Yeah.
on his bike telling somebody, hey, I'm gonna turn around. Hey, what's up?
Yeah,
He's
I was
like,
like,
he's
oh, this
stopping
one?
by a
That one?
fair, I think. He stopped by,
Right.
I think it was a book fair and had like trinkets there or something like that. I'm always laughing
Right.
because like, I think that's important.
Okay, so who would you want to run
Because
into?
he doesn't have to.
Who would you want to run into in New York? Like, let's say, just as a consumer, as someone that knows that people be around, like, who would be a cool New York experience to run into? I want to run
rattle off
into
some names.
I want to run into a Law and Order taping, Law and Order
I
SVU,
think you can. I think they do that at Chelsea Piers all
Sex
the time.
in the City taping. I want to see one of these.
Okay, that's a big one.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a
but
big one.
I'd also love to see Cole on the bike. Remember,
Yeah.
I remember we were walking around with Colin and this car.
We rode bikes with Colin, remember?
But this car drives by and goes, Colin Kaepernick? Yeah! Because I think they thought he was going to go to the Jets at the time
I
because he was
know.
unsigned, and they got really
I
excited
know.
because they're like, yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
And it was sad because they were so excited because they thought that he was here.
And you know what?
for the
That also
team.
breaks my heart. Now that you say that, I'm going to be a little soft right now.
You remember that though, right?
I do. And I remember, and you know what? I think this is why I love New York so much, right? It's just the love that New York has given Colin over the years.
Yeah, for sure.
Of us living here. And the the loving treatment that he's gotten, and really people looking out for him.
Right.
And like always minding, they show him love. Obviously, people show him love in different ways. It could be for his protest, could be, you know, him going to the Super Bowl.
Right.
It could be both. It could just be who he is as a stand-up dude. But the love that he gets here is so beautiful because people also respect boundaries.
Yeah.
Like they get it.
Right.
Like it's cool. I love you. I appreciate you. Boom, boom, boom. And then it's like, all right, I'm gonna catch you later. You need anything, Cap?
Right.
Like it's so beautiful to see. And I'm always like, during that time when like the Jets could have hired him and they chose not to, and they continue to partake in the blackballing like
Right.
every other team,
Right.
by not even giving him an opportunity, I think breaks so many hearts. And you know what? In those moments, sometimes I feel like I'm alone. Like I'm always like, man, I feel so sad. Like, oh, I wish Colin could continue his career, of course. And then I see that and I'm like, there are more people who feel like how we feel.
Oh yeah.
And I was having this conversation with Melissa, my trusted mom friend, that there are people who feel that way.
Yeah.
And that I cannot get down on myself on dark days and focus on the sad things that's happened.
yeah.
I got to focus on the beautiful things and the love that people share to me, to Colin,
Yeah.
to all of us.
For sure.
Because they still want to see Colin play and support anything he's doing.
Yeah, no.
So, you know, I'm trying to focus on that more
I
because
think
that's
that's
more
good.
important.
I think that's an important thing to focus on. Melissa's right. There's anytime you're out with him, I've been out with him where he's scheduled to appear somewhere. So people are excited.
Yeah, Colin just got honored at the Gordon Parks Foundation.
Correct.
Yes. Okay. This is interesting. This is going to go to our next topic, but go on. What happened?
Yeah. So anytime he's there, and I think we've talked about this on episodes before, people just line up to take pictures with him and they'll stop and they'll, you know, Colin will never eat because this is always during the lunch or dinner, sorry.
Usually
dinner
at a
hour.
gala or whatever.
Yeah. So he's just there and literally the amount of love he gets, like everyone will patiently wait their turn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for the most part, I have to sit there and kind of direct traffic. But they'll
You're such a great bodyguard.
I know I am. I'm security. But they'll like talk to him and they'll really want to be like, hey, I just came to tell you that you've inspired so much. Thank you so much for doing what you do. And it's so great.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see.
And then, you know, he'll stop and he'll take a picture with everyone that asks to take a picture.
And have a conversation.
Conversation.
For hours on hours.
But if you think about it, all these people, they have been rooting for him for so long.
I know.
This is their chance. And for me, I'm the that's there like, all right, if there's 50 people and they all get a minute, this is going to take 50 minutes. I was like,
minimum. And it's not a minute.
Yeah.
The conversations aren't a minute
I gotta
long,
move
baby.
them, but I look at them and they're looking him directly into his eyes and pouring their heart out to him.
I
And
know.
he's locked in with them.
Right.
So I'm like sitting there and I'll be like, all right, guys, we got to get to the next person. And, you know, he's has no idea I'm talking because he's so focused on the person that's talking to him.
And it's one of the beautiful things I love about Colin.
He always, yeah.
When you have a conversation with Colin, he makes you feel like you are the world.
Yeah, you're the only person there.
That matters. Like nothing else stops. Time stops. Everything stops because he is so engaged.
Yeah.
He is so in a conversation. And Colin has always been this way.
He's like that in meetings. I remember like,
Yes.
hey, you want me to give you your food while you're taking a meeting online or whatever? And he's like, no, that's okay. I'm just going to.
And it's a virtual meeting.
Yeah. He just won't eat. He won't do anything else.
Yeah, he is locked in.
Turned off his messages.
Yeah, because I annoy him. And that's why he turned off his messages on his computer.
So he can focus on his meeting.
So he can focus on whoever he's having a meeting
But
with.
anyway, anyone that
So
comes
I'm
up, he'll
second,
take a picture.
Third, fourth, and fifth place in his world. I'm
But
kidding.
anyone
I
that
love
comes up, he will take a picture with. No problem.
All that to say, it's funny. This conversation just goes into it because, okay, so the actor Anthony Mackie, known for massive roles, Falcon in MCU.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know, I barely held on
He's
to
now
that.
Captain America.
Aren't you proud of me, Katrina?
Nessa, not too bad. What does MCU stand for?
Marvel City. Marvel. Hold on.
You're not going to get it. Can you at least get the U?
Creative. Universe.
Okay, it's cinematic universe, but
Cinema. I was not going to guess
I know
cinematic.
that's why I tried to give you a bonus.
But
say
I
at
knew
least
there
the
was a
U.
universe. I
Yes,
didn't know that.
you did.
I would have
Thank
called it the
goodness.
Marvel universe. I would have forgot the C. But anyways, he starred in many movies. We've watched him throughout the years.
He was Papa Doc. He was
Right.
Papa Doc in 8 Mile.
That's right.
He played Tupac in the Biggie movie.
I don't know how proud he is of that.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
Meaning the role he played, not Pac. We love Pac.
Yeah, we
Pac
love
is my
Pac.
favorite artist. But I'm just saying. Anyways, we've seen him all over the silver
Clarence
screen.
with 2 really good parents.
So now the convo that we're about to jump into stemmed from a conversation that Anthony Mackie was having with other celebrities, other people in his, acting world
Right.
for Hollywood Reporter's Full Comedy Actor Roundtable, which is on YouTube. They do this series with different actors.
Right.
I love this series,
great.
by the way. I love the one that Jennifer Aniston was on.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I'm a fan of it all.
Was that her and Quinta Brunson? Or that was a different
They
one?
did a separate thing.
Okay.
Jennifer Aniston did one with Sofia Vargas.
Oh, okay.
And like there was a round table, but
Oh, okay, I see.
it's so
Yeah.
right.
Oh, and Nicole Kidman was there. And I
Yeah.
said, yeah.
I mean, listen, A-listers on A-listers on A-listers. So part of this series, there was a conversation, full comedy actor roundtable with Anthony Mackie. Other people are part of it. But what really stood out is Anthony Mackie doubling down on his stance on not wanting to take photos with fans if he does not want to take the photos with them. Okay, so we've heard of these incidents. It's not really an incident, but we've heard about these situations where fans have gone up to Anthony Mackie trying to take a photo with him because obviously they like his work or they're
Right.
just a fan of taking a picture with a celebrity. Whatever their motive is, he has clearly set his boundaries that he's not going to take photos. Now, I don't think that's like a universal thing every single time, but I don't think he is scared to say, no,
Right.
I'm not going to take a photo. And he doubled down on it in this conversation. Let me pull up what he said. So I don't think we're going to play the audio unless we're going to speed it up because I don't want us to get flagged. So let me just tell you what he said. I have people tell me all the time, well, this is what you signed up for in reference to, hey, you should take pictures. You should be obligated to take photos with fans. He goes on to say, that's crazy. That's like telling a girl just because she put on a cute dress and went to a bar, she signed up for me to harass her all night. No, in this day and age, we literally learned that we have to respect everyone's no. So if I tell you no, respect it. Go ahead.
I think he could take a picture, keep it moving, keep it quick. Remember one time at Summer Jam? I was like, sexy, because we're talking on a sexy red. Can we get a picture? She looked over, she saw, yeah, just come on.
Right.
So she didn't say no, but she said, hey, if you can catch me, great. And I hate that too, that this is what you signed up for. Because I think that statement is so ridiculous. Because
too.
I think, no, they didn't sign up for that. However, it comes with the game.
Right.
So I hate when people be like, no, I didn't sign up for that. It's like, okay, you wanted to make music. You want your music to go far and wide. It's part of the game. Not saying you have to be nice, not saying you have to take pictures, but it's part of the game. So don't act like it's not part of the game.
Yes, it's part of the game.
Right.
We live in a country that is celebrity driven.
Right.
People idol worship all the time here, right? Like it's like this celebrity thing. Oh my God, you're the best. Oh my gosh. So I think it is hard probably for a celebrity to have to say no and set a boundary. I do. I think it's hard
It is.
because twofold. Fans feel, and I'm speaking as someone who's a fan of different people. Before becoming cool with Mariah, I'm a fan of Mariah Carey. I wouldn't ask for a photo if it wasn't in a setting of an interview and we just wrapped it up. I wouldn't do that.
Right.
Me personally. But, I started in the game really young, like
Right.
19, 20. So like, unless it's work, I've always been that way. I'm not going to take a photo with
Right.
you. Like if I run into you, I'm not going to take a photo.
Nessa, you
What?
have Aaliyah's autograph.
I do have Aaliyah's autograph.
But
I'll tell you
not
the
a
story.
picture.
But not a picture. And I'll go back to that story. We love Aaliyah. Rest in peace, baby girl. We love you. We miss you. Okay, so I think what it is for a lot of celebrities is that, their success, some way, somehow, I don't want to say every single person, is rooted with fans supporting them.
That's right.
Right? So they want to feel fans, I think, like there's some gratitude from their favorite whoever that, they've been supporting them.
Yeah, Okay. I don't know about gratitude. I think people just see somebody famous and they want to take a picture.
That's different.
Because you could be a hater and see somebody and still ask for a picture.
We see it all the time.
It's happened to Colin. We've seen it. Like,
so, a lot of commentators got a whole lot to say at the side of their neck when they're on platforms, but when they see Colin or myself, it's a different tune.
Right. So all that to say,
remember, I'm trying to be a better person now.
We're getting close. We're getting closer. All that to say, I think it's whack when they say, "Oh, it's not part of my job," but it's like, bro,
you're talking about the celebrity saying,
"Yeah, like take it." It's so tough. You can't take a picture with everyone because we've declined in parts where if you stop to take a picture, at that point, 50 people are going to ask, and we got to keep moving.
Right.
And it also depends on the scenario. Like if you're trying to duck in and out of somewhere,
right. So let me ask you something. Obviously, a lot of celebrities also take the photos because they care about their public image, right? They're doing it only for that reason because they don't want somebody to go online and share a story that, meeting so-and-so went sideways. They were mean. They said no or whatever.
Right.
And they want the fan to have a good experience. But that comes at the expense of maybe their mental health. Maybe they're getting frustrated. Maybe, it's adding all this extra pressure in their life. We don't know what people go through every day, regardless how famous, how much money they have. So would you rather somebody be honest and say, hey, no, I'm not going to take a photo right now? Or do you want them to be fake and really down deep inside, like wish the worst for you, but take the photo with you?
Both.
What? You got to pick one.
I think both work.
Both work. I'm asking you, what would you rather have?
Be honest. I'm fine with it. I'm a big girl.
Exactly.
Like, of course, you get crushed in that moment. Like, I've always been shy to ask for a picture, even when you're doing an interview and we're in the studio.
Do you remember a fun story?
It depends which one.
I remember one. And you were very nervous to ask for a photo. But you were such a fan.
Who was it?
It's apparently this theme should be called J. Cole's episode because
but I was new in radio.
You were new in radio.
We weren't that cool yet either.
You and I were not cool.
Okay, so let's back it up. Back it up. So this was like 2008, 2009.
Right.
Nessa's doing an interview with J. Cole in San Francisco.
This is not the J. Cole that people know today.
But it's enough of J. Cole.
But it's J. Cole popping on the scene.
Yes. So J. Cole 2009. He had I'm About to Blow Up.
Right.
So he had that. He had Friday Night Lights.
Right.
He was on
He's
tour.
doing his thing.
He was on tour with Rihanna at the time.
Right.
So anyway, Nessa's interviewing J. Cole in San Francisco. I was an intern and I might have just gotten hired at the time.
Right.
At the radio station. Nessa and I
But you're a fan.
I'm a fan of J. Cole. Nessa and I aren't that cool yet, but we're friendly.
Right.
I hadn't entered her orbit yet.
Right.
For her to be mad at me enough.
To accept you.
To accept me. But we've seen each other down the halls. We're friendly.
Yeah.
But I'm working at we're working at sister stations.
Right. We're working in a building with all the radio stations.
Right. So we're at sister stations. We have the same boss.
Right.
So that boss, one of the bosses there, he was the APD, Travis. Shout out to Travis. He knows I'm a big J. Cole fan.
Right.
He's on Nessa's interviewing him. Let's just go up.
Yep.
And I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, it's all good. It's Nessa. Let's go up. So Nessa's interviewing him upstairs. And it's like a closed set. There's nobody there. It's not the studio, though, because we used to do it in our lounge area.
It's a lounge.
Yeah,
right.
so it's Nessa, cameraman, two a Team Nessa crew. I think Footy was there.
Was it Footy?
It had to be.
I remember Stephanie.
Oh, yeah, because she's a J. Cole fan, too.
Yeah.
It was Stephanie and I think Footy. Or maybe Uni.
Or maybe Kong.
Or maybe Kong.
Right.
But it wasn't a lot of people.
Right.
Wes might have been there too. It was you guys. And I came up there and then the interview. And then I just stood there next to Travis, the APD of both me and Nessa stations.
Right. So it's the assistant program director.
That's right.
Who was also the music director.
Yes.
So he is helping picking and choosing songs for the radio station.
Right.
Okay,
and he's cool. He's cool. We were all cool with him.
Right.
So he's like, okay. And he was nice enough to kind of get me acclimated with everyone. Anyway, so we're up there. Nessa's interview finishes. She's doing her pictures or whatever because she just finished interviewing J. Cole.
Right.
And then I forget. I
remember exactly.
You tell me.
I think it was either Travis or somebody said, hey, Katrina really wants to take a photo with J. Cole. Like she's a fan. Is it okay? And there was something about the respect that this is a workplace that I really appreciated. And I was like, yeah, of course. Like,
wow.
hello.
You know what? Either way, you've always been nice about that to anyone that would have done that. Like you're not going to front, even if you didn't want me to, you're not going to front about it in that moment. Because you weren't going to embarrass me in that moment.
I would never embarrass
anyone.
But I also understood, maybe because we loved J. Cole's music, he's new. And, we also, what's so, not that it's different, but I remember early on, especially during those days of like really caring how the artist felt coming to my show.
Yeah.
I really wanted them to know that we appreciate their music.
Right.
We, it was such a point to me. Did Cole sign a basketball?
Yeah, he
for
did.
the auctions that we did?
I have it somewhere. It's somewhere.
You stole it?
I didn't steal it. We have a signed basketball from Cole. I think
that you stole.
I think Common signed something. No, they're all together somewhere.
Yeah, you stole it. It's okay.
Probably in a closet somewhere. I don't know. We live in New York, so maybe it's underneath my table, propping up the table to be higher. No idea.
So, anyways, all that to say,
took the picture. It was great. Nessa was really nice.
For sure.
I'm so glad you brought it up because I was so curious to know. In that moment, did you think I was a groupie asshole when I asked for
it was a mutual friend that we knew at that time who I think asked?
Did you think I was a groupie?
No, because you weren't acting like it at all.
Yeah, I was being shy about it.
Not at all.
Oh, you know who I did take a picture for and I felt like a groupie?
Who?
Nicki Minaj. Nessa finished interviewing Nicki, and Nicki was brand new and she was popping. I love Nicki.
Oh my God.
I was probably just as big. So. That was the era.
That's my point. This
Nicki,
is an era.
Drake, any of those.
Right.
Drake
That's
never
our
came,
era.
but you interviewed him on site. But when they came and Kendrick, that was literally all that was happening. I was so excited. So Nicki, I remember I was waiting there because I knew you were about to interview Nicki. Again, we're not that cool yet, right? So she's coming and I was like, there goes Nicki Minaj. I was hyped.
Excited for Nicki.
I was so big on Beam Me Up, Scotty. Like I was big Nicki.
Man.
All her songs.
I went to
Lemonade with Gucci
Hold
Man.
on. I'm going to tell you, I went to Hilltop Mall.
Woohoo, Richmond, what up?
Richmond, California, because we're in Northern California.
Yeah.
And I went and bought these Converse.
I remember what you wore. They were like high
Converse. It was like the thing. It was
had a
trendy.
plaid
It was like
skirt?
a flannel. Yeah, it was like a flannel type Converse. Plaid skirt with a crop top.
Yep.
No, solid skirt, pencil skirt with a crop top flannel top.
But you also had
the shoes, the Converse had high. There were high Converse, like up to the knees. It was a thing.
Yeah.
I remember going to Hilltop Mall, buying it. Wow. I remember this like it was yesterday. I was so excited for Nicki to come to the station.
I was a big Nicki fan. She came with Safari and he was just chilling in the back.
Why don't I remember Safari?
He was there. I think he had on like a baby blue shirt on. I remember it because
I don't remember. I think I was so focused on the interview with Nicki.
And you did great.
Yeah.
But at the time, like, it's so funny because at the time I was a big fan of these artists when they came by.
Yeah,
even
Nicki?
now, like I'm still a big fan of artists. So when they come by, I just hope they're going to be great.
You never asked for a photo.
I never do.
Ever.
But for the Nicki one, I did. I remember like, because everyone's taking their pictures. This was an interview Nessa did in front of listeners.
Yeah. Those are my favorite.
So they all came and they took their pictures, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end, I was trying to jump in and then like I was like, should I get one? But they're trying to wrap it. And it was Wes. He was like, just hop in that one. Yeah. And it was the catering team. Bro, and I hopped in the catering team's picture. And I stood next to Nicki, which is great because everyone else could get cropped out. But I was so hyped because it was Nicki, and I'm glad I did it. I was very happy, and that was Groupie Katrina. Like I was so excited.
Yeah, maybe that's the only time.
And you were, I think, because you usually stick around for all the listeners.
I care so much in that they have a great experience, that they come back again. You know, you're so early on in your career that you think that's good, that like. You really believe that artists are going to remember that, and they don't. Yeah. I don't believe they do. Maybe some do.
I don't think so.
But I don't think they remember.
I do. I think because you're so nice and thoughtful. I think they remember that.
Maybe.
Anyway,
all that to say,
I don't take pictures now.
Right.
I probably wish I took one with Mariah, but I figure you guys are cool. Maybe at another point that might happen, but no big deal. Just knowing that, you know.
Yeah. But don't you think like, okay, for
involved,
Anthony Mackie in this situation, he doesn't want to take a photo. So this girl came out and did a whole post about it, right? I mean, she is lighting him up, saying that she ran into him at the gas station. She tried to take a photo with him, and he was like, no.
Gas station? You're right, bro. Like, take a quick one. I don't know. I get it, man. There's sometimes people don't want to, but you know.
What if it's safety concerns?
But you know what I read? I'm gonna.
What if it's like safety concerns? Let me give full context because he said in the beginning of his conversation at this roundtable, Anthony Mackie was saying that there's people who have taken photos with him and they have used it in like malicious ways on social media. And so I guess maybe since that time, he's like, you know what? That's that. I'm done. I don't want to be a pawn in your game on social media. So guess what? Yes, this person might not have those intentions, but because this person messed it up, I'm just going to do a whole blanket approach when it comes to people asking me for pictures for social media.
And that happens too. That happens too. And it's
people mess it up for the next person. Let's be honest.
But you know what? I remember, so I'm a big women's basketball fan, right? So Paige Beckers plays for the UConn basketball team, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said, because a lot of people take pictures with her. She's popping, right? She goes, I stop and take, somebody's asked her before, and she said something to the effect of, I stop and take a picture with every fan, everyone that stays. I'm going to stop, take a picture, do whatever, because this could be their 2 moments that they've been waiting to talk to me their whole lives. And I'm making it sound like she's making it seem like she's bigger than she is.
She's trying to be thoughtful.
But she's like, this is like a minute or 2 out of my day, and maybe they've been wanting this moment. So she was like, this is something for them. So
I'll do it. So I also want to make a point that celebrities, mostly musicians, I don't know about actors and stuff like that, but they do have meet and greets.
Yeah.
A lot of times they do cost a lot,
right,
to go backstage. But, that is maybe a way for celebrities to maximize situations. Listen, it's all a business.
I guess so.
And you're paying a package. You want to meet them backstage. That's why they have meet and greets. Now, that's what made it so cool when we as like radio stations would do these exclusive meet and greets at Summer Jam, or, we have an artist coming up to the station and I have listeners come up and meet them. That's what makes that so exclusive, because it is somebody's time. At the end of the day,
right,
this is time.
Right, absolutely.
People could go spend time with their family.
So what you think? Anthony Mackie should have said, I got a meet and greet next week. Why don't you come by then? Bring your $100. What do you think he should do? Now, I mean, I've answered mine.
Look, man, I just think you take the photo and get it over with.
But
I understand.
Keep it moving.
I get it. I think he said no to a kid before. Look that up.
Yeah.
And I think that's when it gets hard. But I think there was like some explanation that the kid was pushed by the family. Like it really wasn't the kid. Like maybe the kid pushed the family pushed the kid like, oh, go get a photo.
Yeah, I guess so. Tough.
But here's the thing. We don't know. I believe intentions are good, right? Like if I see a kid coming up to Colin wanting to take a photo, Colin's definitely going to take that photo with that kid, right? I'm going to take a photo. Not that anybody's really asking me for that.
Right.
But I believe the good intentions.
Right.
Now they could go and exploit it.
Right.
Especially when it comes to autographs for Colin. Like we don't know the difference.
Oh, and the autograph people, you could tell they're just trying to make money. They're ready. They got the clipboards.
Right.
They got like his ESPN cover from 10 years ago.
Right. And we already know what it's going to be.
You just knew he was going to be here.
Right. And that's where it gets tricky. So that's why, but I think you kind of know more in that lane. Hence, like, obviously we can't tell Anthony Mackie what to do. There is something to his point, though, that he should be able to say no.
Oh, my gosh. I just came up with a new side hustle.
Meet and greets?
Meet and greets. I'm going to have Colin sign a bunch of stuff for me.
The hustle, baby.
The hustle, baby.
Yes.
Next time I'm with you guys, I'm going to announce it on social media and charge money for pictures.
Don't do that.
We're ready, baby.
Or do it and give me a piece. I'm kidding.
I'm saying.
Don't, no,
okay,
it's okay.
Okay.
Colin would lose his mind.
Okay.
But, okay, so the next time someone comes up to us to take a photo, we'll take a picture with Colin. What are you going to do?
I'll say, hey, let me take it for you. And this is what I always do. I'll be like, here, hand me your phone. I'll take it. And that's how I get it to keep moving.
Yeah. Because it's like, come on, next. Come on, please.
Right. But
because listen, that's if Colin spends 1 minute with one person,
I'm telling you,
on average, it's like 50. There's usually more.
60 people. That's 1 hour.
So, and they're never talking for just a minute, man. That's why we're there all day.
It could just be pictures, but everyone wants to tell him how they affected him.
Final thoughts. I do think if you see a celebrity with their family, you should not ask for a photo. Or you should ask, hey, is it okay that I could take a photo with you after you're done? I think you really got to respect people's families, especially if they're not in the public figure. That's not cool.
You know what we need to end with that we didn't even talk about?
What?
Aaliyah. So do it quick.
So yes, I do want to complete this story because I don't want people left hanging and then thinking that we don't know how to have a conversation. So yes, I met Aaliyah back in the day. I was a kid. I don't know, I think maybe 12, 13, somewhere around
middle
12
school,
years.
early high school.
Yeah. Back in the day with my really good friend, Christina. What happened was Christina's cousin is a singer. She was in a group. and very talented. They were on the come up, they were on the rise, and they were having a photo shoot. They were taking photos for their cover, and you know that grind back in the day. So I remember being like around that because we went to the photo shoot for Christina's cousin. Shout out to Brandy, and we were in the background of these photos. Right?
So cool. Oh my gosh, I want to see
I need
them.
to figure out if Wanda, who has been like a second, you know, loving mom to me my whole life. I got to see if she still has those photos. Cause like, I think like it's like a crop top with like a skirt, and I'm like on this rock, and it's like, so anyway, so whatever. We finished a photo shoot for Brandy she's in a group at this time. So me and Christina are there again to support. Down the street from Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. This is happening in Los Angeles, actually the Hollywood location on Sunset.
Sunset and Gower.
And Gower.
That's the Roscoe's I would go to whenever I would visit.
So we're down the street, we're going, it's packed. Now, mind you, this is back in the day, so it's super duper packed. I'm like, yo, this is wild. We're going to sit out here all day. And I see someone like, you know, petite kind of person walking through the crowd. There's someone with her, goes up and gets right in. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, who's cutting us? Like, we've been waiting here for hours.
That's your energy all the time.
So imagine I've been like that my whole life.
This is not fair.
Like, this is not fair. Where's the justice in this whole situation, right? So I'm tight. I'm annoyed. But, you know, I'm with Christina. Her mom is there. It's like a family thing. And, you know, I'm trying to be cool. I'm not trying to let her know how rowdy I am at 12, 13 years old, that I want to cuss somebody out. I want to start a fight.
Right.
Cool. We finally get in. We're sitting down. We're eating. And I'm like, I forgot what I still ordered number 13, right? So
what is it, number 13?
Waffle and like a wing, a piece of like, or a breast. I don't remember what it was, but I know 13 special. Look it up. So I'm sitting there and we realize, oh, damn, Aaliyah is at the table. Now, mind you, we love Aaliyah. Are you kidding me? Are you that somebody? Tell me that's somebody.
And this is probably right when all that music, when that part of her music was coming out. Because she had
a little
different
bit
eras.
after. No, it's definitely this era. Okay. Right? So like, this
she's
is
still
fly.
She's still making music right now.
She's still making music. She has not gone to the movies. Maybe she was in.
But I mean, she's not in between albums. She's still
Are
on this
You That
album.
Somebody?
Ooh,
she's
love it.
not. This is like still like, oh my God, it's Aaliyah.
I love Aaliyah.
Right? I can't believe it.
So wait, how did you know? Was she sitting behind you? Did
sitting,
she walk
so
by?
I'm sitting. Okay, so if you know Roscoe's, Sunset and Gower, you walk in, you can see to the right, which is actually in the newer era.
Booths?
Yeah, not booths, but tables, whatever.
Okay.
So we go to the left. That's like the original, at least for me, in my memory. You walk in, there's a table, like you walk into the left, and then like you kind of hook a left, and there's like a bigger table because, you know, it's me, Christina's mom, Christina, I think Big Unc, that's Wanda's husband, Christina's dad, who I call Big Unc. And maybe at that time, Brandy's manager. There was more of us.
Yeah, so you guys needed a big table.
So we need a bigger table. Now, I'm sitting like this, I'm sitting more like this. Our table's here. I think Christina's in front of me. She notices it's Aaliyah. Wanda's right next to me.
Where's Aaliyah?
Aaliyah's diagonal.
Oh, so
behind
your back is to.
So I'm like, oh my God, like this is great. This is Aaliyah right now. And I want to say Aaliyah's back was towards us.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if she was with her brother or manager. It was not a big team or anything. It was just her and one other person, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Right? Of course, we love Aaliyah, right?
Oh.
And we are panicking, all of us, right? Me, Christina, like we're kids, you know? We're like, oh my God, there's Aaliyah. And, you know, she's getting up to leave because remember, she got in before all of us.
Yeah, walked right in.
I can't even eat. I'm like just in awe.
Yeah.
And I could not ask for a photo.
Does she have to walk by you guys to leave?
She has to walk, yes.
Okay.
Because remember, we had a hook a left. She has to come around me to exit the door.
Okay.
I know Christina was banking on me to ask for that photo.
Because she has to walk by you.
Because she has to walk by me. I couldn't do it. I was that nervous and I'm that respectful. Like my mom would slap me if I was like, hey, take a photo.
But do you guys have cameras at the time? Like, what?
So we have disposable cameras. Because remember, we came from a
How
photo
funny.
shoot.
Okay. So she walks
and we got
by.
Polaroids from there. Anyway, so long story short, I'm like, oh my God. Wanda goes, excuse me, Aaliyah? Aaliyah, excuse me. And Wanda's older, and Aaliyah's so respectful.
And Wanda's
Said,
really nice,
yes,
too.
and like, hi. And I was like, oh my.
And y'all are kids at the table.
She's like, do you mind giving an autograph to my niece and my daughter? And I'm just staring at her.
So you're looking at her.
I'm looking at her, and I
my
just remember how
gosh.
gorgeous she was.
Yeah.
She was exactly what you see,
Yes.
and even better.
Was
Like,
she done up?
She was done up.
Okay, so
Her hair was not crazy done up, because Aaliyah was never like crazy done up,
Yeah.
but she is a star.
was she wearing sunglasses?
She was not wearing sunglasses,
Oh.
but her hair is like
She has the swoop?
she has the swoop.
Oh,
it is
my
completely
goodness.
Aaliyah vibes, right? And
Oh.
I'm like, I think she had a black top, if I remember,
So
sleeveless. When I tell you, hopefully my memory serves me right, but I remember the autograph. So she's like, yeah. Like she was so yes, I could do that for them. She could see our faces.
Yeah.
I know she's like, these kids can't talk.
Right.
They can't even like utter hello,
Right.
hi, nothing. She gives me an autograph, and she gives Christina an autograph.
Oh.
On a napkin,
Uh-huh.
and it has been fading over the years.
But you still have it.
But I still have it. I still have it in like a photo frame,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure it'll get faded. But I feel like the etching in it will forever be there, and I'm okay with that.
We got to get a better frame. It's probably in some frame at your mom's house.
It is.
Let's get like a UV acrylic frame and start trying to preserve
I
it.
should have started. A long time ago.
Aaliyah.
It was Aaliyah's autograph,
Oh my gosh.
and she was just like so sweet,
I would
so
love
sweet, so
to have met
respectful
Aaliyah.
to Wanda, knowing that Wanda's an elder.
Yeah.
Very clear
Right.
the dynamic that we were kids,
Uh-huh.
and we love her. And she was so nice, and we did not ask for a photo, and we could have, and we did not.
You think she would have took it?
Absolutely.
Because there was no one else around.
No, nobody was bothering her. Because you could tell that I could be
Maybe she's a
wrong.
regular.
Maybe she's a regular, but it felt like nobody bothered her. Everybody was cool with it. It was just like, it's Aaliyah.
You know, I went to, I'll tell you real quick. I went to the Roscoe's. I think it was Sunset Gower
Mm-hmm.
too. And it was, I think Batman from Immature.
Uh-huh.
He was there picking up his order. You
Yeah,
know,
but-
so who was it? Roger. What's Roger's name? Go home, Roger.
Marcus.
Marcus Houston.
Marcus Houston, yeah.
And it was the other guy. I think it was Batman, but it was the guy from Immature. Hold on. Immature group members.
And I know they used to be up there a
Yeah,
lot. Like,
because
this is that
they came
era.
in and he was like, hey, what's up? And then after that, they handed him his thing and he was out.
Regular.
Yeah.
That's like what I
Oh.
assume. Yeah, it was one of my favorite moments. But all that to say, we didn't ask for a photo. And if Wanda did not ask for that autograph, we would have gotten nothing.
But it would have just been a nice memory.
I will forever remember that, because she said, yes, ma'am, to Wanda.
Oh, I miss
Because she
Aaliyah.
knew Wanda was the mom.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, she knew that she was an elder.
And she even stopped. I miss Aaliyah.
And she stopped. And
So sweet.
and to think to write an autograph.
To be honest, I really think Aaliyah was truly
Yeah.
as sweet in person as she was.
Yeah. And mind you, this
Public
is the
persona.
only interaction I've ever had with her. I
Me
couldn't
neither.
tell you anything. We don't know anybody that
But
knew
I've
her.
never heard any bad things about
I've never
her.
heard. And I think also, to be fair, because she's passed away at such a young age, I just think that like she didn't get to enjoy
Right.
the success of her career and what she's built long enough to know if there was anything about her that was at all mean, right? Like, I think she's always just been a very nice person.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just what we tell ourselves because we were such fans
Yeah.
at a young age, and that's the memory we want to keep, and that's okay. And guess what? I'm going to keep that memory.
Yeah. Oh, rest in peace, Aaliyah.
Absolutely. Well, listen, glad we can share some behind the scenes stories. Glad I could share some stories of some of my favorite memories of like meeting Aaliyah. If you like what you hear, please like and subscribe. Truly, it's the only way to break this algorithm so that you could get more content from us. And leave a comment. Let us know what else you want to hear from us. If you do like the back in the day stories, you
I
want to
love
hear
it.
about the radio grind, you want to hear about the journey, you know, I am very respectful. I don't really share too much in general.
Right.
Because like, I just think there's a like code when I say, hey, if I saw someone like, you know,
There's a code.
there's a code in a sense of, for us, again, we didn't come from that super problematic era that was substantially before us.
Right.
But the code is like, if I saw someone flirting with the bartender, right,
Right.
early on, I'm not going to go and rat them out and be
Right.
like, hey, yeah, I saw so-and-so flirting with the bartender. And, you know, I think
Right.
there's a little flirting going on. But all that to say, we don't mind sharing our experiences, our stories. Let us know in the comments, please. Until next time, see you later.